Lesson 3, finding volume. So the essential question is, how can I use formulas to determine the volume of cylinders, cones, and spheres? So for our formulas, we have 3 different ones. First one is for the cylinder. So the volume of a cylinder, the formula is volume equals pi r squared h. Volume equals pi r squared h. And the reason that it is approximately equal to is because we are using pi rounded to 3.14, which we know pi goes on and on and on and on, but because it's rounded, volume is approximately pi r squared h. Okay, volume of a cone, as we know from our exploration, is 1/3 of a cylinder. So volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. Now, another way you can calculate this is to find pi r squared h and divide it by 3. So 2 similar formulas. Pi r squared h divided by 3. So these are essentially the same formula. Sphere. Volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Now, again, we can rewrite that a different way. 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. All right, we have 3 steps to finding the volume of a cylinder, cone, and sphere. The first one is to write your formula. The next is to substitute. When you're substituting, you have to be mindful of radius versus diameter. Sometimes they'll give you the diameter, and what you need is the radius for each of these formulas. So in parentheses, write, check radius versus diameter. All right, third step is to solve. Now, when you have solved this, your answer is going to be in cubic units because volume is a cubic measurement. So you're going to write it in units cubed, such as centimeters cubed or cubic feet. Those are examples. All right, let's use our formulas to solve these different, or find the volume of these different shapes. So the first one we're going to do is this shape, which is a cylinder. So our formula is volume is pi r squared h. Okay, so next step is to substitute. So we are going to substitute pi is 3.14, radius. So our radius is 3 inches, and we have to be mindful, make sure that this isn't diameter, and it's not, it's radius. So I'm going to put 3 squared, and then our height is right here, 9. Okay, so it's time to solve. First thing I'm going to do is take care of this exponent. 3 squared is 9. And now I need to multiply 3.14 times 9 times 9. And I get 254.3 inches cubed. Again, my unit of measure is inches, and since it's volume, it is cubic inches or inches cubed. All right, next example is this cone. So the volume formula for that, I'm going to use 1/3 pi r squared h. And now I'm going to substitute. So I have 1/3 pi r. Okay, this is radius. It's only half, so it's 2. And my height is 8. I'm going to take care of that first. And I get 3.14. 2 squared is 4 times 8. All right, so I'm going to multiply these and divide it by 3. Another option is to do 1 divided by 3, get my answer, and then multiply it times these 3 terms. Either way, I get volume is 33.5 meters cubed. All right, next example, we have the sphere. So the formula for volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, so I'm going to substitute 3.14 for pi. Radius, again, it is the radius. It's only halfway. So my radius is 5. Okay, so that's the first thing I need to find when I'm solving this. So 5 times 5 times 5 is 125. And now, again, I can do 4 divided by 3 equals, and then multiply it times these. Or I can multiply these 3 and then divide it by 3. Either way, I get 523.3 feet cubed. All right, next page, we're going to do some examples together. So number 1, we have a cylinder. So the first step is to come up with a formula. So our formula for a cylinder is volume equals pi r squared h. Next step is substitute. So I'm going to do 3.14 radius. It is radius, so 5 squared. And my height is 11. And now we solve. First, I'm going to take care of 5 squared, which is 25. And now I'm going to multiply all 3 together. And I get volume is 863.5 inches cubed. All right, number 2. This is a cone. So the formula for volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. And substitute. Radius is 4. And height is 12. Okay, we have 4 squared is 16. And now we're going to multiply these and divide by 3. And I get 201 meters cubed. All right, this sphere volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. So I'm going to substitute 3.14 for pi. My radius is 1. Okay, so that's going to be the first thing I do. Let's find 1 cubed, which is 1. And then 4 divided by 3 equals times 3.14 times 1. Gives me a volume of 4.2 feet cubed. All right, number 4. Find the volume of a cone with a height of 8 yards and a radius of 4 yards. Okay, so some of our keywords: volume of a cone. So we have a height of 8 and a radius of 4 yards. So let's start out with our proper volume formula, which is that for a cone. Volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. And now we substitute. So pi is 3.14. Our radius is 4. And our height is 8. Okay, time to solve. 4 times 4 is 16. And now we're going to multiply these 3 and divide it by 3. So our volume equals 134 yards cubed. Number 5. All right, this is a cylinder, and the volume for a cylinder is pi r squared h. So let's substitute. Pi is 3.14. Radius. Okay, well, this is going all the way across. So this is diameter. So to find radius, I'm going to divide it by 2. So my radius is 9. And my height is 10. Okay, we have 3.14. 9 times 9 is 81. And now we're going to multiply the 3 together. And we get 2,543.4 kilometers cubed. All right, number 6, find the volume of a sphere with a radius of 6 centimeters. Okay, we're going to start off with our volume formula. 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay, we're substitute. It says it's radius of 6. So that's going to be the first thing we do. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Okay, so now we're going to multiply 4 times pi times 216 and divide by 3. Gives us 904.3 centimeters cubed. All right, number 7. All right, looks like we have a sphere. So formula is 4/3 pi r cubed. So let's substitute volume 4/3 pi. All right, for radius, now this is diameter. It's going all the way across. So we need to divide it in half to find our radius. So if our diameter is 8, then our radius is 4. So 4 cubed. Okay, so now we're going to find what 4 cubed is. Four times 4 is 64. Okay, again, we can either do 4 divided by 3 equals and then multiply times these, or we can multiply these 3 and then divide by 3. Either way, we get 267.9 miles cubed. Number 8, find the volume of a cylinder with a radius of 4 feet and a height of 8 feet. Okay, so we're dealing with a cylinder, radius of 4 and a height of 8. Start with our formula. Volume equals pi r squared h. Substitute. So radius is 4 and height is 8. Okay, we're going to take care of that radius squared first. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, next thing we're going to do is multiply all of them together, and we get 401.92 feet cubed. All right, last one, a cone. So our formula is 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, let's substitute. We have 1/3 times pi. Okay, radius. Oh, this is diameter. So I need to divide it in half. So radius is half of the diameter. So it is 3 squared. And then height is 27. Okay, let's take care of that exponent. 3 times 3 is 9. And now I'm going to multiply these and divide by 3. And I get 254.3 inches cubed. So that is how you use formulas to find the volume of cylinders, cones, and spheres.